How's it going, everyone? Marriland here, and that's right, it is a live stream. It's a video, it's a live stream, it's all of that, because I wanted just a kind of chance to talk with you all about what the heck's been going on, what the deal is. I haven't live streamed on YouTube in a while, so forgive me if things aren't set up properly. Let's get some music going. It's just some epidemic sound in the background. But what I wanted to do, the main thing I wanted to do was just kind of talk, something more than just a community post. I wanted to have something that could just explain, all right, what's been happening? What's the deal? Why are there videos? Why did you say that there aren't videos? Etc. And that's important. So I'm looking forward to talking to all of you, everyone in the chat. Hello, welcome. I am looking forward to having a chance to have more of a discussion, more of talking. But for right now, what I'd like to do is I would like to just take a few moments, kind of uninterrupted, and tell you what's going on. I didn't write a script. It's just kind of what's going on. And then we can do like a Q&A. So if you're tuning in now and, first of all, hi, everyone. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's probably going to be boring for a moment, but then it'll be chill. It'll be chill. I'm not going to be doing any gameplay or anything like that. This is just a chatting session. It's just that. But I do want to talk because it's important. And I didn't script it. We're just kind of, we're winging it. We're winging it. Okay, let's talk about YouTube. This is really important. So back in January, also I think my microphone is too loud. Surprised. Give me a moment. Let me fix that. I think I can do it from here. All right, there. That should be a little bit better. Okay, so here's the deal with YouTube. Back in, I want to say it was June, I did the video, thanks for watching, everyone. And it completely, it blew me away. The amount of responses I got. I need some better music. This sounds fine. All right. It completely blew me away, the response I got from that video. Like, I'll be honest, I kind of thought about myself and just kind of thought, yeah, who's really gonna remember me? I felt like my time in the spotlight had kind of faded, and that's okay. I knew I wanted to step back. It was time, but I didn't really expect it to have as big of a response as it did, and it was unbelievable. The response I saw from people, seeing all the love, all the memories, all the moments that people shared of how my videos, helped them when I was, making them. Throughout the decade plus I'd been making videos. And I thought that was so cool. And it warmed my heart. I wasn't expecting it. I was thinking, maybe I'd have 100 comments tops. But it was thousands and thousands. And I read each and every one of them. Up till a certain point. I mean, it was after like a month, I couldn't do it anymore. And, it was something that meant so much to me. So if you left a message, or even if you just had thoughts, thank you so much for that. It really means a lot. And it was something that I didn't really expect. I thought I was gonna kind of just move on and be forgotten, if you will. But, I'm still not the top dog like I was back in the day. That's fine. I never really wanted to be. That's the thing. That's what that video really, that's what it was. That was the realization I had, is a lot of people get into YouTube because they want to be a YouTuber. And that isn't really what I wanted when I started. I didn't ever think I would get 10,000 subscribers, yet alone 100,000. Yet alone 400,000. So it just was, once I had that realization that this isn't what I need to do, it's something I can do, but I don't need to. It was empowering. And I know that my decision to step back from YouTube hurt a lot of you because, you know, you liked my content. And I'm so grateful for that. I really am. But I also realize it's not something I can do in the future. I gave the what was it? The Mystery Dungeon series, the Rescue Team DX. I gave that my all. Like, I put so much time into it. I had it daily, almost every day, which was really cool. But, you know, it didn't really make any difference as far as, like, the stats, the metrics goes. Like, it wouldn't be enough to sustain myself. I mean, if you added it up, it was less than minimum wage as far as, like, income. And, you know, to a lot of people, YouTube is a job. I never started it as a job. It was always something fun. But then it became something I could do. And I did for a while. So just kind of that realization that, you know, that day is kind of over and I need to find something else. You know, it was tough. But it was something that I just realized YouTube isn't sustainable like that. That's not bad. It's the reality. And it's also something I probably could have changed if I adopted a lot of the YouTube tactics. You really have to play YouTube's game, and that's just not what I wanted to do. I could probably be a very successful creator, but what would I have to give up for it? You know, if I only follow the trend, if I only follow, you know, I'm not going to say clickbait, because it's not about that. It's about making content that's more bite-sized rather than making the content I want to make. And, you know, for some people that do treat YouTube as their job or want to, that's what you have to do. And that's fine. I'm not going to complain at people for doing that. I'm not going to, you know, give them a hard time. It's, you know, entertainment. And it's so cool that there is a platform that can, you know, not necessarily make people wealthy, but give them an extra source of income and let them, you know, follow their dreams. And some make it big, which is cool. And I made it big for a while. So anyway, I'm going all over the place. I know this is a live video. I didn't script anything. I just wanted to have a moment to kind of just talk, because what got me the other day was, and this is something important to talk about too. So I said, oh, I'm done with YouTube. And then there's YouTube videos back in, I think it was like November, when I got some of, what was it? Vivid Voltage. I had Vivid Voltage product sent to me, which is cool. Very cool, you know, hashtag free product. And originally that was something that I was very worried about when I stepped away from YouTube, because one really cool thing is I've built a really nice relationship with my friends at Pokemon, the Pokemon Company International, you know, as far as like kind of being a Pokemon influencer, which is cool. It's something that I really appreciate. I never like it to be, hey, look at all this free stuff I got. No, it's like, hey, here is the company I have followed for more than half my life, and having a chance to be able to, like, you know, be in contact with them and, you know, get stuff. I like stuff. It's cool, but like, I like being able to share it and show it and talk about it. And I think that's really neat. So maintaining a good relationship with them for that, I feel, is important. And especially with my website, that's another passion of mine that I'm looking forward to talking to you about. You know, this music is way too loud for me. I gotta turn it down. So I was worried that, you know, by me not doing YouTube, they might not, you know, be as interested in, you know, having me on board. Because, you know, stuff takes a bit to ship, and, you know, product, it costs stuff. I mean, you know, but they were great. You know, I wanted to do it on Twitch. I actually did some live pack openings on Twitch and live product openings. It was really cool. Like, I enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. And we'll get to what happened with Twitch in a moment. But let's jump back to, recently or back in November, where let's just say Twitch didn't work out very well. I have my issues with Twitch now, and it's like they wanted to send me stuff. So it's like, I like stuff. I want to keep that good relationship. And I was toiling, because if there's one thing I don't like about, well, people in general, but especially YouTubers, and I'm just gonna throw this out here. If you feel like this is what I did to you, I completely understand and I take responsibility. I hate it when people are wishy-washy about stuff. Like, oh, I'm quitting, and then they're back like a week later, or they make some big like clickbait thing just for the views and the attention, and then they just like go back on that. That was not my plan. It honestly wasn't. Like, my plan really was to step back from YouTube, use still the stream archive channel, and use that, but not regularly do YouTube. And I committed to that. That was absolutely part of my plan. And what changed was Twitch. That's one of those things that it kind of changed. And that whole plan of, oh, well, I can still kind of do stuff on Twitch. Well, then when that fell apart, it's like, So I was toiling before making the Vivid Voltage stuff, the videos, because I didn't want to be that guy. Oh, I farm all of these heartfelt responses to inflate my ego, and then I just turn around like nothing ever happened. I don't like that. And I 100% apologize if that is how it came across. Because that's what I did. And I'm not going to try to defend it. I'm giving my explanation. But know that I don't like what I did with that. But at the end of the day, this is what really makes me feel good, is people enjoyed it. They liked watching it. It was just like, he's back! He's making videos! Oh, look! And it was so cool to see people excited about that. And then to have it happen again, because just recently I posted more TCG stuff. I posted some of the Shining Fates, and instead of, like, I made a community post for Vivid Voltage, because I wanted to at least explain it to people. Also, really fast, for everyone in the chat, it says right down here, right now I'm going to be just explaining things. We'll do a Q&A. We'll have more of just kind of a chill casual time after I'm done with the announcements. But I just kind of wanted to have some announcements. We'll get those out of the way. I am kind of reading chat. Feel free to chat along. Just don't feel bad if I'm not like responding to things. I just kind of want to stay on point here because I go all over the place anyway. So, yeah. And also, like, if you can just stop spamming for the love of everything, I'll put you in a timeout. You're just, you have to shout, do this game when someone's saying, like, I'm not really doing games. It's like, you're not listening. Anyway, so that being said, I really do feel bad about being wishy-washy like that. However, seeing people's responses and just seeing people just glad to see me without having to be like, hey, why did you say this and now you're doing that? It wasn't about that. It's just genuine, wow, that's cool. I'm glad to see another video, even if it's only every now and then. So that will, in all likelihood, be the status quo, what it will be going forward. And I just have to, be real with you. That is more than likely the future, or at least part of it. My days of doing regular YouTube content, it's it is done. Like, when I made that video, that was the plan. And even in that video, I did say there might be, some videos I do every now and then, here and there, or like announcements, like, if there is another, TRG Coliseum charity thing, I mean, if there is, of course I'm going to make a video for that. Of course I will. And, if, like, for the product, of course I want to do that. I enjoy it. And, it was something that, particularly these recent ones, I've been proud of how they've turned out. Like, even if it takes, like, it took me, I think, 15 hours of work between the recording and the writing and the editing and all that. It's a lot, but it was still, it was a lot of fun. I enjoy that. So something I just found myself not enjoying as much is actually like doing the videos. And that's what I talked about in, the thanks for watching, everyone. It just wasn't something that I really found a lot of enjoyment out of. I felt more like obligated. And that's the wrong reason to do YouTube. That's not why I want to do YouTube. And that's not what I'm going to do YouTube for. So that being said, if you're expecting me to do this game or that game or go back to this series or that series, it's not happening. Like, the reality is it isn't. And that was kind of what I said back in the, back in Thanks for Watching, everyone. And I don't really plan on changing that. But I wanted to explain why there were more videos, because I know a lot of people thought it was, over, it was done. I want to leave open the possibility that there will be more videos like that in the future, or videos like this. Maybe even having like a weekly chat, just a weekly check-in, and I just kind of tell you what I've been up to, The old style of the old style of videos, for me, they're probably done. But it's something that, I haven't gone away. I've still been here. And I still, am so grateful to have such a great community and so many people really looking forward to whatever I have out there. So that being said, as far as YouTube goes, don't expect much. That is just the reality. I'm not planning on becoming a regular creator. Again, who knows what will happen? I mean, maybe things just completely fall out with my endeavors and I have to do YouTube, like, for a job and do a lot more. Maybe that's how it is. I mean, things change. I thought I'd be streaming on Twitch, that's the next topic. We'll get to that in a moment. And then we'll get to my website, and then we'll answer questions and answers. I'm looking forward to that. So thank you for your patience if you're watching this live. And thank you for putting up with me being all over the place if you're watching this after the fact. So the last thing with YouTube is really more of a realization. So with my website, I'm needing music. I need to change. What do we want? I need a better playlist, like something all set up. I didn't really think it through. I'll set up a playlist if we do this in the future, where it's music that I can use, no problem, without any DMCA issues. But with my website, something that I'm looking forward to doing is writing walkthroughs for it again. And I do see a lot of value in doing videos for it. I can see that. It won't be the videos you're used to. It'll be more like the White 2 series, more like the Sword and Shield series. It'll be on older games. I'm not really planning on doing new stuff just to follow the trend. My goal for new games is to write a walkthrough first and then maybe make videos, but not really for YouTube, not for you watching this right now. I'm sorry about that in advance, but I want it to be something where it ties in with my website. That's something that I've had since the year 2000. I was very young at the time, and that was what got me into YouTube in the first place. So there might be videos, but they aren't really going to be made like the standard YouTuber route or the standard, like, not clickbait, but like sensational route. It's like oatmeal. You know, that's what I want it to be. So I might end up doing that. I'm still evaluating. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I'm not chasing the YouTube dream. Like, it's not about being a YouTuber. And that's even kind of what I said a while back. You know, I don't want to be a Let's Player anymore. I really didn't want to do that style anymore. You know, I still wanted to do walkthrough videos at the time, but I didn't want to do that style. And, you know, now I don't even really want to do videos. But realizing I want to do content for my website, I might want to do that if that kind of makes sense. Okay, YouTube is, or not YouTube is done. That's going to be funny out of context. The YouTube part of this discussion is done. Let me have a sip of water because that was quite a lot to say. Also, thank you for your patience, everyone in chat. I'm looking forward to having just a moment to talk and see what's up. So let's talk about the next thing. This shouldn't take as long. This is Twitch, okay? So what happened to Twitch? What the heck happened there? Wasn't I going to do stuff with Twitch? Well, I was, and I had done stuff, but back in like August or September of last year, they started, like, they got hit with this huge wave of DMCA issues, and how they handled it was so bad. Now, thankfully, I was not affected by that. Like, that's why I always try to make sure I only play music that I have the rights to use. But the problem is, with a platform like Twitch, what do you do on Twitch, generally? You stream video games. There's a lot of video games that have music in it that you might own the game, but you don't own the rights to stream that music. They might have licensed stuff. It's for your own, you know, your own individual playthrough. Like, if you're not streaming it, okay, cool. But they don't always make games that are about that. So, like, what I realized is Twitch is a threat. If they can threaten to shut down your entire channel, not just for playing radio music, but literally for playing video games. Like, I've had songs muted from, like, Fallout streams and Skyrim streams I'd done just because of their DMCA. Well, not their DMCA, it's like their kind of content ID thing. It mutes it, but the thing is, they took it a step farther with that. That was their solution, but then they moved the solution to, well, we have to issue DMCAs. We have to respond to them. And, you know, by law, I think they might. Like, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but, you know, they really were not doing a good job. It was this elephant in the room that they didn't want to talk about, and then all of a sudden it's there. Now, I have done a lot of research in, like, DMCA and music and copyright and stuff like that. Again, not a lawyer, but I tried my best to educate myself, and I know it's always that gray area when you come to video games. You don't own the right to stream a video game, and it's not really fair use. It really isn't. Like, if ever it were to go to court, you know, it's their copyrighted content. It's their IP, their intellectual property. So, you know, but the thing is, here's the thing, is it's almost universally beneficial to, you know, games, game publishers, game developers, to have their game played. That isn't so much the issue, unless you're, like, really stingy for some reason. But I'm just saying, like, they have that right. I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining about Twitch's handling of the issue. How they gave their creators, like, 3 days or something. They had to delete their entire library. All of their VODs, they had to delete. Or a lot of people had to delete, or risk getting their channel shut down. There wasn't any kind of, oh, well, let's have private videos, you can then sort it out later. It was terrible. Now, again, I wasn't personally affected, but seeing how they handled that was awful. It appalled me, and it made me think, if I play any game, even if it's just to play it, even with no other music playing, I run that risk of having my channel hit with a strike. And with 3 strikes, you're permanently gone. I mean, there's no exception really, unless, like, I don't know, you can fight the claim, but their whole system on that was terrible. Now, that's just part 1. Then, in, like, September, I think that might have been July or August, I don't know, but then in, like, late September, early October, they cracked down on ads, and they just started pumping them out. Like, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And I get it. Ads are a necessary evil. They are. You're watching this on YouTube. I know you've seen ads, unless you have YouTube Premium or like an ad blocker or something. But, you know, I personally use YouTube Premium, and I like it. I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't mind paying for it. And I know that it helps the creators out with YouTube Premium. So if you get a lot of ads and you want to help creators out, that's like a great way to do it. I can say from experience that your premium, it helps far more than A, using an ad blocker, and B, even watching ads. So yeah. But you know, I get that. But the problem is with YouTube, there's a lot of ads, but what happens when an ad plays? Well, a few things. One, oftentimes there's a skip button after a few seconds, so lets you skip the ad. You don't have to sit down through all of it. And then the other thing is, it picks up right where you left off. You know, you don't really miss anything. On Twitch, if they play a mid-roll ad, which, here's the big thing. It used to be that with mid-roll ads, there would be, like, the streamer would have to press a button to initiate a mid-roll ad. Then they started doing automatic mid-roll ads, meaning while you're watching it, it plays an ad and you have no control over it. You could end up missing something important. Now, previously they'd have like pre-roll ads where, you know, you join a stream and then you have to sit through like a minute of ads or something crazy like that. And it's annoying. People didn't like it, but they kind of got used to it after a while. But with mid-roll ads, I could be answering your question. Like, imagine if this were done on Twitch. I could be answering your question, which I will do, by the way, after we get through the Twitch stuff and then my website stuff. And then there could be an ad that plays when your question is being answered, and you'd miss it. It's terrible. I hate that. That's so wrong. And it is just that I find that unacceptable. I understand that they're in a business to make money, and, you know, there's a lot of infrastructure, but everyone knows they take so much from their bits and their subscription costs. You know, I can't say how much, but it's pretty common knowledge what the standard split is for subscribers and stuff. They make so much from that, so it's just greed. They just want to sell all of that ad space. Like, that's really what it boils down to. And Twitch makes so much more from ads than creators do. So much more. And that's, of course, why they want to run as many ads as possible. So, yeah. Now, if they gave a better split, if they made it just so you could disable it, like, I don't know, there's so much stuff. But the big problem right now is just I can't respect it right now as a platform. I don't want that. It used to be that it was a better experience, I felt, for my viewers to have it on Twitch. Like, it does have a good chat. It does have a good, like, chat client. The stream quality is usually pretty good. But I couldn't do that. I can't do that now. It's no longer the best experience. With YouTube, sure, there will be ads if you're watching this after the fact, but it's not going to interrupt it, A, while it's live, and it's also not going to interrupt it, you know, like when you're watching it on VOD, like playing it back, then it will, it'll just pick up where you left off, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, I mean, that's why we're here. So, here's part of the problem. Here's something that was an issue. So I was originally going to switch to streaming on YouTube, and I'm a partner on Twitch, and partners on Twitch have contracts. Now, these contracts, they do vary from creator to creator, and they're not public, so I can't tell you what's in mine or what isn't. There's a lot of bits and pieces here and there that a lot of partnered creators, you know, it might have leaked out here and there. But I wanted to make sure there wasn't any issue, because I never seem to recall any issue with, like, exclusivity. And, you know, meaning I couldn't stream on other platforms. Because it wasn't ever spelled out, like, clearly. And I do read contracts. It's very important. So that's something that I wanted to be sure on. But without, like, asking, because they were, you know, really having issues. Yeah, actually, we're going to get to that in a moment. Shady having an issue with it. I found his, he's actually one of the ones that got me to take a second look. And I adjusted my plans and just realized I gotta stop. So actually, you know what? Let's see about this. Hopefully I can get this going. I think I have it set up. Okay. Is it this one? Yes. All right. So this is Shady Penguin. He's another content creator. A lot of you probably know of him. But he made this video back in, it was a Twitter clip back in November of 2020, so last year. And I'm just going to play it. Again, it's his content, but I'm sure he'd want you all to hear it, because this affected his streams. He tried to go to YouTube, and he was a Twitch partner. So huge thank you, Shady, for kind of giving me the heads up with this.
Hey guys, just wanted to get this out there as soon as I could. If you became a member on YouTube because of our live streams, please cancel your membership on the channel. I will not be having any more video game related live streams on our YouTube channel. All of our live streams will take place on twitch.tv/shadypenguin, which our next stream will probably be on Saturday. And note to all the partners out there, if you think that your contract says that you only need to have exclusivity for the first 24 hours for content that's on Twitch, as that was a big thing that went around, it's probably not the case, and you should reread your contract. If you want to slide in my DMs, I can offer you non-legal advice. But the fact is, if you're a partner on Twitch, you can only stream on Twitch. Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry that was a little quiet, but yeah, I didn't slide into his DMs. I'll post a link in the chat really fast here for you. I tried to turn it up the best I could on my end, but I don't know what's up. But anyway, long and short of it, it kind of prompted me to read things very carefully. And it was weird, because it's not, like, I can't say exactly what's in there, but I will say it wasn't, like, clear, but I had to really look at a lot of, like, the A to the B to this, and it's like, oh, man. And I didn't really want to have to spend the money to hire, like, an attorney just to read it through again, you know, just to see. So, like, I don't know. It just wasn't worth it at that point. And so I kind of contemplated for this year ending my partnership with Twitch. I'm still considering it. I have to see. Again, it might be that he has a different contract than I do. Like, that is very realistic. I did get in very early, so I don't know. It might be something, and I still think theoretically it could be. That's why I'm doing this stream here as a non-gaming stream, like he said. And I kind of see the wink, wink, nudge, nudge there. As far as, like, what parts to read or look through. Again, I can't say exactly like what, but yeah, that's kind of the deal there. So as far as Twitch goes, if you are a subscriber there, it helps. It does. You don't need to use it. You don't need to continue paying. I'm, of course, grateful if you do, but the reality is I probably will not be streaming there anytime soon, if at all. I might still end up keeping my partnership just because, things may change. Situations change, and sometimes burning bridges can be a problem. Yeah, see, I didn't get unpartnered when I streamed with Facebook. Now, I'm not as big of a creator, and I did read through the contract, what I thought was very carefully. So it is possible that it might, I might not be under those same terms because I did have an old contract. I can't say for sure. I'd have to hire a lawyer just to find out if I can stream on YouTube. So I just would rather not chance it, And, yeah. So that's kind of the situation with Twitch. I'm probably going to keep it around. Again, if you are a subscriber, it does help. I do still have Patreon up. I do want to do more with that when the website gets up. But, if you want to cancel your sub but still support me there, that works as well. You can also, I think YouTube has like super chats, which are like the bits on Twitch. And, it's not like a recurring thing. I think I turned off memberships because I wasn't really using them for much. We'll have to see if this is something we want to do. I don't really like setting, expectations. I feel like I always let people down. So are you not allowed to read through the contract after the first time? You can, and I did. I have my contract, and I read through it. But it's very all over the place, if that makes sense. Like, it's not clearly spelled out. And I didn't really want to fight it at the time too. And I probably could sneak by with it, but I just didn't really want to. All right, so that's the situation with Twitch. It is what it is. I miss it. I really was looking forward to it, and I spent so much time getting my Stream Archives channel done. And, it's still there, which is really cool. Like, I don't regret that. And if you haven't checked out the Stream Archives channel, even if it's not, like, now being updated anymore because there's no streams, there's a bunch of content, a bunch of Marriland content, Nuzlocks, Wedlocks, stuff like that. If you haven't seen them, check it out. It's on the, recommended channels on my main page. Should be able to find it. But yeah, definitely look into that if you don't know of that, because that is cool. All right, I think we're done with Twitch talk. So that leaves us with an exciting bit. Now we get to go to the fun stuff. Okay, something I'm passionate about, and my hope that for all of you that have been understanding and patient and are really looking forward to seeing me happy with stuff, like wishing me well, hoping I'm doing well. That's always been so sweet to see a lot of people just, hey, I hope you're doing well. It's like, thanks. I am. And, it's definitely been a big step to basically start from the beginning with the website. I got it back, in 2019, I started really, I relaunched it then. And for Sword and Shield's release, it did fantastic. But I worked so hard to get it done in time. And the big problem, here's been the big holdup. I managed to get it just barely done in time for Sword and Shield's release, but it wasn't built in such a way that made it easy for older generations or the DLC when that came out, because we didn't know how the DLC would work. The Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra, from a data perspective. So I actually started working on it back in June and trying to figure out what did I need to do. There's going to be multiple Pokedexes because there's, the Isle of Armor Pokedex, and then, it would end up being this gigantic list of Pokemon. So that's a big problem. As far as like usability, like how am I going to have this workable for viewers? Like, how can I make it a good experience? So like the past several months, I was thinking, okay, well, I found a good like thing that can make a list, but then I needed to rework the whole API in the back end and do this. And like, basically the long and short of it is over the past several months, I have been rewriting the entire Pokedex almost from scratch. I've been just throwing it out, like all the poorly written code and trying to make it better. I'm not a professional programmer. Like all the programming I learned, I just picked up. So, you know, it's been a challenge, but I've been trying to adhere to better principles and better stuff. And, you know, just really looking at my code and trying to make it so it will support multiple generations and, you know, multiple regions and all this stuff. And just that is the core to my website, the absolute core. And once that's done, everything else uses that as a base, essentially. The walkthroughs, the tools like the team builder, all of that stuff depends on having the Pokedex to link to it all together. That's such a valuable resource to people. So once I have that done, everything else will come together much faster and much better too. So yeah, so you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you what it's like on my local development server. It's very close to being released, and I'm looking forward to it. So let's hopefully this will work out okay. All right, can you see it? So here we go. This is a look at the new Pokedex here. I think I can even zoom it in. Can I? Oh, there we go. There we go. A little bit better. Okay, so I obviously wanted to make it look about as much the same as possible, but there are some definite changes. For one, I wanted to make sure I always had an icon over here because it was just kind of like loose on the page. There also used to be like a lot of stuff up here that like text that just isn't really necessary. This is nice, quick navigation, but what's really important is it follows you as you scroll. And if you want to jump to a section, people have suggested this, and I fully agreed. I thought that was very important. We have Pokedex numbers here. Right now, it's only for Gen 8, but this will support, not initially, it's not fully done, but it will very soon support multiple generations as well. In fact, well, I can't do Gen 6 for Grookey, but I'll show you that in a moment here. We have a lot more information down here, like the gender ratio that was missing from the live site. There's a few other things I'll show in a moment. Oh, you know what? Let's get some Pokemon music going. I don't even care what. We'll do X and Y, right? Oh, that's not X. Well, I mean, it is X and Y, but... I just don't have my Sword and Shield music handy. I have a playlist for X and Y from like way back. Okay, so yeah, you know, this stuff, it still like does the hover and everything. I didn't really do much over here, but I think I supported tutor moves. Yeah, here we go. We have move tutor moves. That was something that I needed to figure out because there's a lot of move tutor moves, not just in, you know, Gen 7 or Gen 8, but even in past gens. So I needed to add that. Now this is new. This is detailed stats for the Pokemon. Back on my old website, I used to have a stat table, and this now shows what the Pokemon stats will be, like their actual stats, not just their base stats, which is cool. But you can also live in the table change its nature, and you can see it update in the table there. And we even have Dynamaxing, so you can see what the HP will be if you know, you Dynamax. And then down here, you know, still the like where to find, special ways, etc. And then Pokedex entries. Finally, that's coming back. Finally. Now, this is for, you know, Grookey, but let's take a look at something a little bit more dynamic. So we're going to... Oh, also, by the way, no, you didn't get my IP address! If you know what 192.168 is, yeah, go ahead. No, that's just a local IP. So we're going to do... Let's do Charizard. Actually, hold on, I'm doing this wrong. There's a search button there, silly. Maybe add an option for level 50 max. Yeah, I'm gonna do that pretty soon, actually. I just need to... I want to have this up first, but I do want to have levels and even customizable EVs and stuff. Yeah, no, I'm on like a separate profile with Firefox, so I'm not too worried about... Oops, my IP! Nah, it's fine. I mean, if you were at my house, then you could use that to connect to my site. But okay, so this is something new. We finally have cosmetic forms and alternate forms. This is something that I wanted to do. So something like a Gigantamax Charizard, it doesn't really offer any extra stats. It doesn't really offer anything other than looks, generally, so we have that. And yes, we do have Gigantamax Pokedex entries. We have that down here. And you can even see all of the other games, too. It has Pokedex entries for all of those, with nice little tabs and stuff. So that's pretty neat. That took a lot to kind of figure out how I wanted to even do this. But I'm proud of how it turned out. Now, another thing that's coming too is searching for Pokemon. So let's say we want to look for Pikachu. Wait, where's my autocomplete? Uh-oh! Where's my autocomplete? Oh no, I had an autocomplete going and it seems to be missing. What? That's so weird. Well, I mean, I guess for right now we can just do that manually. But yeah, we can see we got a lot of Pikachu forms. And these are like actual alternate forms. So, yeah, we can click those. It shows gender differences, which eventually I'm going to have it so there'll be like a button that puts them together and then you can like toggle between it, which is going to be really neat. But yeah, then you can go to any of these, and it's just really nice how they're all linked together, you know? This is something that I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure how to do it. And now I have it kind of figured out, so it's fun. It's fun. Okay, so let's go back here. We're gonna go to... what's a good Mega Evolution? What's something from, like, Gen 6? We're gonna go... This isn't gonna be live when I do the big update, but it's gonna be live... I'd like it to be live, like, within a month of the big update. So, like, hopefully by end of March. I really don't know. Mawile, Ampharos, Deontay, Lucario, ooh. Oh, man, look at all that. I've seen a lot of love for Ampharos. All right, well, this is going to be interesting. Let's look for Ampharos here. Because here's the problem. Amphi isn't in Sword and Shield. But I might as well have the stats and stuff. Now we're using the Pokemon Home, like... images, sprites, if you want to call them that. So, you know, it's at least a thing here, which is kind of cool. But, yeah. Oh, you know what? I just noticed something. Hold on. This might be weird. There! That's how it should be sized. You know what? That was it. I had it full screen on my other monitor. But yeah, this is 120 resolution. This is how it would be at 1280 by 720. I'm like, wait, why does Amphi look kind of stretched? Okay, there we go. That's better. That's better. So yeah, you know, obviously Amphi isn't in Sword and Shield, so I don't have moves for it. What will happen is whenever you go to Pokemon, or the Pokedex page, Marriland.com/Pokedex, and then /whatever Pokemon, it'll show you the moves from the most recent version it was in. And... I have all that data, I just need to, like, work on getting it together, because it is a little different in older games, you know? So, that will go here eventually. But, yeah, it's nice that for right now it says, hey, it's not here, and that's cool. And you can't find it here. But it still tells you how to get it, even though this is wrong. You didn't see this. It's not live, okay? I would never make a mistake. Evolved to level 25. Nice. Okay, but where's Mega Ampharos? Well, it's not in Gen 8, of course. So what we're going to do is we can do Gen 6 in the URL. This won't work on live immediately, but this is how it will eventually be. Every Pokedex page will be broken down by generation. This will then be reflected for its Gen 6 Pokedex numbers. And where's Mega Amphi? What? What? Okay. What about Gengar? Okay, there we go. Ampharos is just a problem. Thanks, chat. You actually helped me find a bug. It's tough to, like, test every single Pokemon. I know that there's going to be, like, a few issues here and there. So, yeah. Any plans for a dark mode? Yes! Yes, I will have a dark mode. I will have alternate color schemes. It's just not going to be immediate. But as I'm building the site, I'm doing it in a way that will facilitate, changing, like, color schemes and stuff for a dark mode. Willing to take full blame for this, Amphi, as you suggested. A lot of people suggested it, but you can take full blame. You'll be the one to take the full blame for it. No one else has suggested Ampharos. Just you. But yeah, anyway, it shows the Mega Evolution here. It won't show on the main thing, just the thing, but it's nice because you can, like, go back and forth between it. Now, something else that's super important. What are you viewing this on? This is, well, I mean, you're viewing it on its stream, but it's on, like, a desktop look and layout, right? Well, the big question is, how does it look on mobile? Are you ready, chat? Are you ready? Get ready. Bam. This is super important to me. I want to make sure that my website rocks on mobile. I want it to be extremely good. So much thought and care has been put into making this look very nice on mobile. Now, this is using Firefox's, kind of like mobile size thing, but it should look more or less this way on mobile. A lot of it already looks like this, but yes, this is more or less how it will look. A lot of the decisions on the design have changed. Like, this is now all stacked, which that's how it is live right now, but it looks so much nicer. And of course, this will follow you as well, and it makes it really easy to slide to wherever you need to go. And on mobile, you can click a button here to bring that thing up, rather than have it like a hover over, because you don't hover. How do you do this? Is it coded separately? No, it's all using mostly CSS, a little bit of JavaScript here and there, but I am actively testing on mobile size and desktop size to make sure it looks really good. And let's go back to, let's check out Gengar, just normal Gengar, because we can even see, like, now we're back on Gen 8. It will follow your generation as you click links inside of the Pokedex, which is nice. I don't have that coded right now, but it's coming. It'll be good. But yeah, look at all these Pokedex entries. Again, these get kind of much nicer than they were, or like, here, let me show you what it looks like on desktop. They're kind of like side by side, because it wouldn't look good having them just really long like that. But then, whoops, when you do this, they kind of stack, and it looks really nice, which is very cool. Will this be a website or an application too? It's just going to be a website. I don't think Pokemon likes unofficial apps, but it will be mobile friendly. The buttons look a bit small. It looks fine on your phone. Like, again, you're viewing this in a size window, and it's like horizontal. Like, maybe it'll be small, but it also needs to be able to fit the things. I can definitely experiment with it though. Like, I'll see. But yeah, mobile friendly is extremely important. Extremely important to me. So again, if you do have suggestions like that on the actual site, like not just on the stream, like, let me know, and I will definitely definitely want to try to implement what I can. All right, so something else very important is the list. This is what has kept me up at night. Now, this part is the part I'm still working on. There's still a little bit of like this stuff needs to be styled right. Like, I don't know where I want to put it, but this is the problem I've been having. Trying to figure out a good way to display. You know what? I need some music. I'm kind of feeling Sandalwood Forest. There we go. Finding a way to show all of the stuff right now. And I found a really nice like list library that basically allows me to make a list that can be paginated like this. Because the problem is, the old way of doing it is having like everything. In fact, here, I think I can even show it, right? If we go to the current Pokedex, this is the live one, by the way. You can go here right now with just any browser. But yeah, this has every Pokemon that's in Sword and Shield base game on it, plus some from home. That's a lot of scrolling. Like, that's a lot of scrolling. So I needed to think of a solution to have this sustainable for what, like almost 900 Pokemon plus alternate forms? Like, this just wouldn't work. This is not sustainable here. So that was what really caused me to think, I need an answer. I need something. So this is kind of what I came up with here. So yeah, it's basically the same, but it is different. Now this is what it is at native size. I'm zooming it in a little bit so it's easier for you to see. But the solution will be clicking these buttons here will show you just that Pokedex. You'll also be able to filter it by a name. So, well, let's do national here, which will show everything. And then if, let's say we want Chew, well, now it shows all the Pokemon that have Chew in the name. I think you can even filter by type. I don't know if I'm going to keep that in or not, but it is kind of handy. And then, you know, let's say, like, I was going to do Yamper, but yeah, you know, it's very quick because it's not actually, like, searching it dynamically. It loads all this into data and then works with it. And then it keeps this on top. You can quickly sort by, like, you know, the columns. It's not obvious that it's sortable, but kind of. Could you filter by 2 types? Not on this. The advanced search will have that, though. It will. You can do either and or operators. So, you know, psychic or fighting, or has to be psychic and fighting. But that'll be on the advanced search, that's something else I need to do as well. But yeah, and you know, if you want the whole list, oh, whoops, you can get the whole list. Like, it'll let you do that, but then it's up to you to do it. I just think that's like the best solution. So this has taken a lot of time to figure out. Filter by generation. Yeah, so how it'll work is eventually, once I have multiple or multi-generational support, there'll be like little buttons here that you can click. And then when you click any of these buttons, these will update to the regional Pokedexes of that generation. And then you can click through it. So like, it's not going to be live immediately. I want to get Gen 8 done first. So a lot of the tools like the team builder will be updated. But after that, like, the next order of business is to get the multi-generational stuff up, and it's going to be really cool. But thank you for that suggestion, though. There's also, I don't know if I want to do this or not, but there is a toggle to list abilities instead of stats, because I figure some people might like that. Like, I can't have everything here, but I figure that's also something. I can't really have that fit too well either. So let's go back to showing 100. Well, it defaults to 25. You can set it to whatever you want. Okay, mobile. Now, I might need to refresh this because I think it detects if it's mobile when it loads. Yeah, see, there we go. It's a lot to fit on a small display, but yeah, this is it. This is here. Will I add filters for competitive like Uber, OU, etc.? I don't know. Maybe. I need to look into, like, kind of the the legality of using it. So I was looking at Pokemon Showdown's source code, like on their GitHub, and it looks like if I use the definitions that they have there, then I'm not like, you know, stealing it from whatever site. Because again, if it's not a definition I'm making, someone is making it and using it. I just need to make sure that I'm not like stealing it or whatever. So if I do have the rights to do it, then I can. But yeah, so yeah, anyway, I'm really excited about this. This has been a lot of work. It's something that has me excited though, and something that I feel will be very helpful to a lot of people. Oh yeah, and by the way, you know, now the toggles, they're up here if you're on mobile, which is kind of nice. So, you know, spending so much time trying to find a solution, and this is the solution. Are there encounter rates for routes? Yeah. That was the other thing I needed to do. I needed to get all the encounter rates for the new areas. Would it work to put their abilities in the same or different color under the Pokemon name? I think it'd be a little cramped, but on the list itself, I want to have a toggle for it. Like, I think it'd be way too cramped, and it wouldn't fit as well on mobile, because that's the thing. I have to be considerate of mobile. That's super important to me. In fact, I even have support for like the old iPhone SE, like the old kind, or very, very small phones. It cuts off the base stat total, but this is still perfectly functional, which I think anyone using a phone like that will really appreciate. Will we eventually be able to see previous generation move lists? Yes! Eventually, I will have that. I'm looking forward to it. That's what I've been trying to set down the foundation for. Like, most of it is there. I don't have the moves in the database yet, but I have access to them, and I just need to, like, update the stuff to make it pull from those and all their methods and stuff. But it'll be cool. Yeah, I'm super excited. Super excited. I can't believe there was that problem on Ampharos though. But again, that's why I check stuff. That's why it's important to run things by people. Just kind of, you know, talk about it. Well, anyway, chat, that was really all I wanted to show you as far as the website. I wanted to give you an update on it because it's, you know, there hasn't been a lot of updates on the progress. It's just been this thing I've been talking about, and I know it's turned into, from an outside perspective, like, you know, a unicorn that's like, oh, it's there, it's coming, it's there, but if nothing's ever shown. And I just didn't want to get people's hopes up. Like, I wanted to make sure it was ready, and it's not quite done, but it's so close to being done, and it will only improve as time goes on. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you're excited for it. So anyway, that being said, I think we're actually done with that for right now. So you know what that means. Well, if you don't, maybe you're just tuning in and wondering, what the heck am I doing? Why am I streaming? What is going on? I spent about an hour now talking about YouTube, talking about Twitch, and I just finished up talking about my website. So if you missed that, if you just tuned in now, like I see Mateo just tuning in, you can watch it. It'll be available on my YouTube channel. It's more focused, even though I go all over the place, but it is there, which I just wanted to have a video being able to talk and just explain some things. But I will offer a summary since we're all here. But let's do it to the gym leader tune because it's really good. So what you missed, if you're just tuning in now or just trying to figure out, you know, what's up. So long and short of it with YouTube is, you know, don't expect regular videos, but there will still be updates from time to time. I'm super thankful that, you know, y'all still look forward to the video that comes out every now and then, you know, even if it's just a box opening video or like a stuff video. Like, just seeing people excited about it was really neat. I understand I'll probably need to be doing walkthrough style videos or guide style videos for my website, but the videos that I make are probably going to be more geared towards good synergy with my website rather than playing the YouTube game, if that makes sense. So I'm not returning, quote unquote, to YouTube, but that's, there'll still be videos every now and then. That's the gist of it, if you will. So then with Twitch, they're handling things so poorly, as far as handling DMCA, as far as their insane amount of ads and all that stuff. So I am not likely to be streaming on there. I'm trying to decide if I want to turn in partnership or not. One nice thing that they did recently add is partners no longer have to view ads, which benefits me personally because then I don't have to pay for Twitch Turbo. But the problem is then it makes it even more disconnected because then I and other partners don't see how bad the Twitch ad situation is. So I don't know. I don't really care for them right now. So that's what's up with Twitch. It's kind of, And then my website, it's coming along. I just showed off some of its functionality, some of, its looks, its aesthetics and stuff. I'm really excited. That's been something I've been working on for months. I've had to recode so much of it. Thousands and thousands of lines of code, all things considered now. And it's a lot of work, but I am looking forward to the Pokedex being updated so I can move on to other projects. I'm super excited about that. So that's it. That's kind of the short version, really. That's the short version. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm here for a little bit. So what's going on? What's up, chat? I did say that this could be a Q&A, so we can have some of the Qs, so I can get to some of the A's. What JavaScript framework am I using? It's kind of embarrassing, but it's actually still jQuery. I grew up with it. I'm still using it for a lot of stuff. I know I need to move away from it, but I use that. The table thing is data tables. And there's a few other different things here and there for stuff I use, but yeah, I don't use Node or Next or Vue or React or anything like that. The site's still done in PHP. Yeah, it's old. You don't really need it for anything. I'm just so used to the syntax, and it still works. It's just I'm gonna need to move away from it eventually. All right, let me scroll back here. I'm excited about Minecraft 1.17 update. Kinda. I don't know. They always add so much stuff in Minecraft, but that no one really asked for. So I don't know. What if I did dev live streams on YouTube? Those are popular. It's not gaming content. Would enjoy watching you dev, and maybe chat can help you debug stuff. Okay, two problems with that. One, I'm super self-conscious. So I would be really nervous. And the other thing is I can't concentrate if people are talking. It's really tough. I need to have music going to get into the groove, but if I'm trying to reply to things, I can't focus like that. I need to focus with my site. But I'm not opposed to doing, check-in videos, kind of like this, where I show off some of the stuff that I was working on, and then you can point out all the Amphiroses that I missed. All right, question. Do you purchase and collect Pokemon cards from time to time that you're interested in posting videos on your channel, introducing new regions of Pokemon? I haven't lately, because usually Pokemon has sent me a lot of free product, and I use that, which is nice. Definitely saves me a bit. But, again, that's if I were to just buy cards, I'd probably just open them myself rather than want to make videos on it. But if I'm getting product to review, of course I want to make videos on it. In fact, actually, speaking of free product, hashtag free product, they sent me this hoodie I'm wearing the other day. P25 Music. They got this concert coming up, a virtual concert. It's going to be cool. That's going to be on Pokemon Day on the 27th. I think it was 7 p.m. Eastern. So yeah. All right. I'm going to scroll down to keep current because I went way back up. So if you did ask a question and I didn't answer it, you can feel free to ask it again. I'm going to scroll up a little bit though. What are my thoughts on the new Pokemon Snap? I like it. I'm excited for it. I can't believe they're actually doing it. Any ideas on the Pokemon Direct? I'm hoping for Pokemon Song and Pokemon Dance. Let's go. I think they're teasing music. I think that's going to be neat. Any way to access my old pre-Gen 8 walkthroughs? Archive.org. They have a tool called the Wayback Machine. You might be able to use that to find old versions of Marriland.com or old versions of Pokemon.Marriland.com. But otherwise, no. But I am going to be rewriting them, so that'll be cool. Yeah, probably not going to be streaming Twitch content on YouTube like the After Dark. Theoretically, I could stream to, the Stream Archive channel or here, but I kind of like playing games just by myself nowadays. It's kind of sad, but I don't really want to do as much of like the streaming things. Do you have any? Oh, I think I just answered the plans for. Or no, I didn't really answer plans for Pokemon Day. I mean, I'm gonna watch the concert. I'm probably gonna get very little sleep. I'm looking forward to whatever they announce, though. But I've been playing any more Animal Crossing off stream. I finally put it away in January. I got so sad that I missed the bug off, and I missed getting one of the stamps, and that had me really, really sad. Because it was, I wanted to collect all of the stamps for the thing. And the problem is, I didn't even realize the KK Slider one takes such a long time. It's crazy. Like, it's 50 plus weeks to get that. Or no, 100 weeks. Like, that's 2 years. So, I don't know. I'm taking a break for a while. I'll come back to it at some point. Oh, it's really funny. My mom actually started streaming Animal Crossing. She's been doing really well. Like, she has 250 subscribers now, or a little bit more. And she's been playing Animal Crossing. It's really neat to see. Like, she got a Switch for her birthday, and she started up a new town and was streaming it. I think it's really neat. If she's still streaming, maybe I'll rate her after. Send you all there. Check her out. She's like super chill. Let's see. What country would song and dance be based in? Italy? I'm thinking like Brazil. I think it'd be cool. What else do we have here? What are my thoughts on potential Diamond and Pearl remakes? I personally don't want them. And this is coming from someone who loves Diamond and Pearl. Like, even the originals, not just Platinum. I think they're fine, but I don't think they're going to be this year's announcement because I don't think that's exciting for a 25th anniversary. Like, maybe next year, maybe the year after, but they announced Gen 7 on the 20th anniversary, and I think they announced Gen 5 on the 15th in Japan, or at least it was released in the 15th in Japan. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be a new generation. And if you actually, look at the timing, it kind of makes sense. I might be wrong. Who knows? Again, I'm saying it's going to be song and dance. Love from Brazil. I think I'd like to see it in Brazil. I think that'd be cool. Have, a South American region. Maybe have, Mew be a part of it. Because, canonically, Mew's from South America. That'd be really cool. I don't know. I mean, if I had to guess anything, that's my guess. But who knows? All right. Let's see. What other questions? I feel like there are a few. Will I ever do Nuzlocke or Wedlocks again? Probably not. Probably not. I've done them on basically every game, and I don't do randomizers, ROM hacks, and YouTube for that matter. So I don't really want to do any. But I'll answer a related question. Have I done any Nuzlocke / Wedlocks in my personal time, and if so, have they gone? I feel like I've done one or two maybe. I don't do them much. I tried to do one on Sword and Shield with some friends. It was all right. Greedent was a beast in that. That thing helped me so much in the second gym. But yeah. Question, have you ever disliked a Pokemon but then changed your mind and now love them? Quite a few, actually. I did not like Chikorita. I thought it was dumb. Way back, it was so bad. Like, its stats are bad, but now I love it. It's very cute. Like, it's not good, but it's very cute. I didn't like the Nidoran family either, but now I kind of like them. And what else? I don't know. Those are like the ones that come to mind for sure. What about a region based in Greece? Yeah, I think Greece would be cool. But the reason I'm kind of thinking they might not is they kind of had a lot of Greece atmosphere or Greek atmosphere in kind of like the Elite Four area of Black and White. So yeah, missed my question. Not that it's important. I mean, if you'd ask it again, that's fine. I don't want to have to scroll up all the time. Feel free to ask it again, but I'm not gonna scroll up for it if I missed it. How's lockdown been treating me? I mean, I'm used to being at home all the time anyway, so I've definitely handled it better than a lot of people. But I've been all right. I'm so grateful that no one, like, in my family was, you know, they're all still alive, which is really nice. I have had a few people that I know that got it, like my aunt and uncle. My parents didn't. My grandparents didn't, which is really good. My other aunt and uncle, who are a lot more vulnerable, they didn't get it. But yeah, thankfully, I'm so grateful that, you know, most people have been fine in my life, which is really good. But I know not everyone's so lucky. So again, my condolences if you lost family or friends over the last year. Let's see. Oh, that wasn't a question, Eric. That's why I probably didn't answer it. Oh, if I could use the walkthrough when it's all said and done to use something to go to use? Yeah, I mean, if you're... Wait, when you say do your own walkthrough, are you talking about, like, writing one? Or, like, videos or what? Like, if you're just gonna copy my walkthrough, maybe not. But if, like, you're using it as a reference, that's fine. Just write it in your own worlds, or your own words. You know? Change it so it doesn't look, like, different or whatever. On YouTube? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Like, are you talking, like, if I make a written walkthrough and you do it on YouTube? Yeah, go for it then. Feel free. Let's see. I wanted to be helpful to people. How would I feel about Mystery Dungeon 2 remakes? I'd love it. I think that'd be great. Although they're not actually my favorite Mystery Dungeon game anymore. Would I ever continue my Mystery Dungeon Sky playthrough? Probably not. But if I get around to writing content for my website on Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, then I might have that just so it's there to tie in with it. But I'm not really committing to it. Like, I wouldn't count on it because it was a long time ago. What's in my cup? This? Freedom! No, it's water. It's water. Alright. Probably answered before, but why did I shave my beard? Because I look like 10 years younger now. Like, it was getting pretty wild. And I did like that it made me look unique, but then it's like, man, I'm over 30 now. I kind of miss those days when I was younger. I'm feeling old. I chopped that off, and it's like, man, I look like a angsty teen now. Especially in this hoodie. I like it, though. Yeah. What's the story behind Broham's name? It's just, you know, the ham that's your bro. Have I ever played Crash Bandicoot or Spyro? I played a little bit of Crash Bandicoot, like a demo, and I didn't like it. I played a little bit of Spyro on a demo, and I didn't like it that much. It was okay. But then I got the Spyro trilogy when I got my PS4. And I played through the first game, and I actually liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. And I played some of the second game, too. I haven't gotten to the third yet, but I actually enjoy it. I think it was really well done. What is my favorite Mystery Dungeon game? Super. I really like Super Mystery Dungeon. It's grown on me a lot. Am I gonna do any more Minecraft videos? I really hope not, because if I do, I'm just gonna stop them like I do with every other Minecraft series I ever make. Spyro games have aged surprisingly well. Yeah, like I played the remakes, but then I found out like they're really true remakes. I mean, like the originals are so much like that in general. Like it's not actually that different, which was mind-blowing to me. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. Like, I mean, obviously the graphics are better on the new ones, but I was quite surprised. Did I trade the Pokemon Survive Lock series to other versions to keep? Usually I just keep them on whatever game they're in, just to have them there. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. What's your favorite Nuzlocke / Wedlock I ever did? Probably the Black Wedlock. Are going to do videos for my website? Will they be for the more bigger battles like gyms, rival boss battles? No, there'll actually be like the Sword and Shield series, like the White 2 series, where every video will be on its own route, or like every route will be on its own video, or every area, or every gym. Kind of like that. How bad was my master for the Worthy Terraria world? It was really bad. I didn't even get past Queen Bee on that. It was really bad. Ever thought of making my own series, like something unique with making your own Pokemon region? Not really. But I like another Pokepark game, and if they announce one, would I play through it? Yeah, I'd be alright with that. I'd play through it. I like the second one, actually. Other than the post-game. The post-game was so grindy and boring. Who's my favorite Animal Crossing villager? Gladys. I love Gladys. She's amazing. But I also really like Flora. You know, I didn't like this gym leader theme, but as time goes on, or went on, I grew to like it a lot. Like, it's very, it's subdued, I guess? Like, it's not in your face like all of them were previously, but I really liked it too. This is still one of my favorite soundtracks of all Pokemon games. You'll hear it in a moment. Yeah. There we go. What's my hope for a Pokemon Day announcement? Pokemon Song and Dance, baby. Let's go. Not let's go. I think my biggest hope is no Sinnoh remakes. Because I feel like that'd be just kind of underwhelming for the 25th year. Like, if they do them, do it in, like, you know, 2 years from now or a year or something. If I do that, will I do the playlist that you can't watch here anymore? Will I redo it? For which? I don't know which you mean. What's my favorite Pokemon music or theme? Well, this is definitely up there. Xerneas and Yveltal. You appreciate a lot more about X and Y now? It's kind of funny because I have the opposite. Every time I play through, I still enjoy it, but I like it a little bit less because I see more and more of its flaws. I think they're still my favorite main series games, though. But, you know. Would I want a Gen 8 Diamond Pearl remake or a Gen 9? Gen 9, because if they try to shoehorn in Dynamax into my Sinnoh region, it's gonna be so disjointed. Like, it doesn't make sense. But I'd rather see, like, Sinnoh sequels or something, you know? So my opinion on Sun and Moon soundtrack, it's alright. It's alright. That's some good stuff. How do you feel about Ultra Necrozma? Ugh. I think it was a pain. It's such a roadblock for a lot of people. Like, it's crazy. Did I see Pokemon's tweet mentioning the Sinnoh starters for Pokemon Day and possibly hinting at Let's Go Sinnoh? Yeah, you know, they've said let's go for a lot of things. I was cracking up over people, like, taking that for literally anything. It's like, no. How do I feel about Black and White remake? I'd love to see a Black and White remake, but in the style of Octopath Traveler, where we have like HD 2D sprites, because I love the sprites in Black and White. I thought they were really neat. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. Good, kind of just chatting with people. They also did the same thing for the last day. Yeah, I know. But they said, let's go, Sinnoh. You know, not like that rhymes or anything. Oh, well. I wouldn't read too much into it. I mean, if they do Let's Go... I'd rather they do Let's Go Sinnoh than something else. Ever played Dragon Quest? Yeah, I'm actually playing through Dragon Warrior Monsters right now. I love that game so much. I'm trying to get every single monster in that, which is just crazy. Are there any Pokemon I'm terrified of? If there were real life Beedrill would absolutely terrify me. And then probably a Mulga for any Nuzlocks. Dragon Warrior Monsters 2 is a great Marriland stream. It's so weird. That's actually like a really popular series on my Marriland channel. Like, I didn't realize it, but it was fun. I also didn't realize I beat it so quick, too. Like, I was like, wow, it was only 12 hours? Jeez. How's Bug Fable so far? It's good. I've been enjoying it. I haven't played it recently because I've been trying to work on the site, and I don't have it portable. Or, like, it's a game I want to focus on, whereas, like, Dragon Warrior Monsters is, like, super grindy. Just do stuff while watching TV. But I think I'm in Chapter 3 now, and I'm enjoying it. Have I played any of the Sly games? I think I played a little bit of Sly 1. When I got my Vita, I got that. There was, like, a trilogy or something of that. That was pretty cool. Hey, thanks, 330. That's awesome. It's my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon and music. I like Route 10. I like the battle theme in Black and White, actually. I don't know off the top of my head if that is my favorite, but... As for Pokemon, I don't know. Trying to think off the top of my head. Like, Sigilif looks really cool. Autono's cute. I like Autono. The ending for the Fire Red Wedlock was always planned, or did it just come to me? Like, the potential Easter egg, it just kind of... It was an idea that depended on certain factors, I'll just say that. What Switch games do I own? Oh man, I own a lot. Let me, I'm just gonna post a link in the chat to my backloggery for the Switch. That has all my Switch games. That's probably easier than trying to list everything, because I have like 50 according to this list. But I've wanted Game Freak to stick with sprites, or do the 3D games feel like a good direction? They needed to move to 3D, like they needed to, but I miss the sprites of Black and White. They were so good. Have you ever tried playing VGC or any of the Smogon singles formats? Like way back, like 10 years ago? Never really been to your site? What all is on it? Mobile-friendly Pokedex, and the Team Builder is very popular, which is a weird name for it like nowadays, but it's used to basically calculate the weaknesses and resistances of your entire Pokemon team. But I'm going to be adding more stuff soon, like walkthroughs, like probably damage calculators, things like that. So if you don't see much there now, it's basically been rebuilt from scratch. I've had to redo it from scratch, so it's been building back slowly but surely. Do I watch the dub animation of Pokemon lately? I don't really keep up with it. I've heard bits and pieces of what goes on, but I don't really keep up. Who's my favorite Pokemon villain? Main series or in general? Because that's a good question. I have Diablo? I do. Diablo 3. For latecomers, can you give us a TLDR of my news? I'm trying to think. Like, I explained it already at TLDR about, I don't know, 30 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. But I guess, in short, like, for YouTube, I'm not really doing regular videos, but there might still be something from time to time. And I'm super grateful that people still are excited for videos. And I might do, like, updates like this every now and then, or just, like, Q&A, just chill sessions. We'll have to see. Twitch, just, they really dropped the ball with their ads, their poor response to DMCA, so I really don't feel like streaming over there and supporting them, especially if you could be watching a video of mine and then their automatic mid-roll ads would cut off what you're seeing right now, just randomly, and there's nothing you can do about it other than subscribe or get Twitch Turbo. And then my website's coming along, so that's like the TLDR. Let's see. How do I feel about the development of the franchise following Black and White 2 other than the move to 3D? I mean, they made it a lot more accessible. I'll give it that. I think they really... They meant well with the experience share, but they needed to tweak it. I feel like Gen 7 experience share, even though it's basically the same, I feel like they balanced the game around it where they didn't with X and Y. Like, it gets a bad rap, but I feel it's actually not that bad in Gen 7, unless you're catching everything. But yeah, I think it was fine. I think they handled it more or less alright. Like, Gen 6 revolutionized breeding. Like, it made it so it was actually possible to get competitive Pokemon. Was my most enjoyable playthrough that I'd done in my years of doing this for my website or channel? And what was my favorite sleep block? Favorite sleep block was... I'm trying to remember. I don't know, probably the yellow one, just because of the end. What's written in my hoodie? P25 music! Oh yeah, Pokemon sent that to me the other day to get prepped for their concert coming up. People complaining about experience share know they can turn it off, right? Yeah, you can in Gen 8, though. They got rid of that feature. It's just always on. But yeah, exactly. Like, if you complain about it, but you don't turn it off, that's kind of on you. But, like, I do feel it was balanced in Gen 7. I think it just got a bad rap. Let's see. I don't think I ever answered about, like, favorite villain. I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know how I feel about Cyrus. I like Getsus. I mean, he's a jerk, but I do like him. My favorite sleep block moment was the Batman part. That was pretty good. Is the concert free or no? I think it's free. It'll be on Twitch's or on Pokemon's Twitch and YouTube channels. Would I consider doing Smash Bros. And or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online tournament streams with my community? No, I'm sorry. Neither of those games are really for me. Favorite Pokemon I used in a playthrough? I don't know. Probably, I'm not sure, actually. Like, that's... I don't want to just give an answer, because I feel like there's so many playthroughs that trying to think of one, like, off the top of my head. But, I mean, you know, obviously, like, Carrot, Fries, Cardinal, they're way up there. I really had fun using a lot of just, like, random things. But I agree, Gen 5 plot is definitely the best and most crafted narrative. I think of the main series Pokemon games, I think it had the best plot and storyline. I don't think it was like, you know, a Shakespearean work of art, but I think it was pretty good. Like, I think the Mystery Dungeon games have them beat, like, hands down, but, you know. They ever do shiny hunting streams again? Probably not. Have I played Hades? No, but it sounds pretty good. I could see playing it. Actually kind of sounds like my kind of game, to be honest. Still enjoy my artwork, though? Have you ever thought of taking commissions? No. I would never want anyone to pay for my art. I went down that road a long time ago with Patreon before I even realized people would like actually pay, and I got swamped, and I felt really bad because I couldn't keep up with the requests. I tried to offer refunds, but no one took them, but I still feel really bad about that. So I don't ever want to like do art for people. I can't even do art for myself in a timely manner. So yeah. Did I play Persona 5? I played the original Persona 5. I haven't gotten through Royal yet. If I watched Jaden Animation's Nuzlocke videos, I have not. Done any shiny hunting in Sword and Shield recently? Not like super recently. I didn't get any shinies out of like probably 100 runs of Dynamax Adventures, so that's been super discouraging. I did get a shiny Grookey with 6 IVs and the hidden ability though. I bred that while Groose and Watson were doing a Ruby and Sapphire sleep lock. So I kind of won that whole thing, which is good. I still have my lava shirt, yeah. I shaved, yeah. Clean shaven. I actually shaved a while ago. I was feeling old. Like, I think I grew the beard because I wanted to look older, and then it's like, I got old, so I want to look younger. You know how it goes. Now I look much younger. Was the whole lockdown thing gone for me? It's actually gone well for me, but I consider myself very fortunate because I tend to do a lot of stuff at home anyway. Like, I'm very much used to that, so it's been like an extended vacation for not having to go anywhere. But I know a lot of people have struggled with it, and you know, it really is no laughing matter. But it, for me personally, I consider myself very fortunate that, you know, it wasn't as hard on me as a lot of people. But I don't really like to go out places anyway. I kind of miss it now. Like, it's been a year since I've really gone out anywhere. But, you know, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait until things are safe for everyone. You know, they open up. Let's see. There's another question. Any plans on doing any wedlocks? No, sorry, no plans for them. Am I gonna rematch Barry in Platinum with his level 85 starter? No? Apologies if you've been asked this. I know you just said Smash isn't for you. What do you think of Pyra and Mithra in Smash? I love it. I love it. I mean, I kind of feel like Rex... Well, I thought Rex should have been in Smash. I thought he would have been neat, but, you know, it's like, well, never really gonna happen. And, oh, man. I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And, like... Pyra and Mithra in there are an even better fit. Like, I love it. Like, I can't think of a choice that I would have rather seen, to be honest. Like, I really can't. I know a lot of people are mad, but, like, a lot of people were really psyched. They're great characters. And they're pretty good. They weren't my favorite from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but they were really good. Have I played Octopath Z? Or just Octopath? I played a little bit of Octopath. I really want to play the whole thing, though. Favorite team I created? I really don't know. I don't really do competitive. So, I mean, I guess the classic, the versus Untouchable, sure. Was I sucked into Animal Crossing New Horizons near the start of last year? Yeah. I played that every day until, like, January. And then I just kind of stopped. If I decide not to ditch the Twitch partnership, does that mean video game live streams are not going to be a thing anymore? See, that's a complicated issue, because here's part of the issue. Part of the reason I don't like it is because I don't like it. But if it's months and months and Twitch isn't going back, and if people just kind of accept that's how it is, you know, maybe I will. That's why I didn't really want to pull the trigger on, you know, getting rid of partnership or stepping back from that, because, you know, maybe people still just put up with it. And, you know, if I can just accept, hey, that's what it is. It's nothing I have control over. I don't have to like it. I don't know. I'll have to see. Again, it's a weird issue, but we'll see how that goes. I want some new music. What are we feeling, chat? I'm feeling Elite 4. But we're in X and Y mode right now. How far am I on Royal? I'm only in the second palace. I'm not very far. What do I say about Splatoon 3? I mean, I'm happy that it's announced because I know it means a lot for a lot of people. I never really got into Splatoon though, but I respect it as a game. So I think seeing the third announced is great. No problem there. Do I think vegans eat animal crackers? I mean, you know, if there's no eggs in them, sure. What do I think about this triangle strategy demo? I haven't played it. I watched the direct. It looked okay. Like, it didn't resonate the same way like Octopath Traveler did. It looked more generic tactics RPG. And I like tactics RPGs, alright. Like, I didn't really like the original Final Fantasy Tactics, which is surprising, but I really like Tactics Advance, which is also surprising, but I love Moogles. And, you know, I like Shining Force and Fire Emblem and stuff like that. So, it seemed more like that. 2 humanitarians eat humans. Exactly. Am I planning to get the Diablo 2 remaster? Probably not, because I didn't really grow up with Diablo 2. Like, Diablo 3 was my first Diablo game. And I actually really liked it. I was surprised. I didn't think I would. But I did. It's really cool. That's great, the Midnight Wolf. That's a long time ago, wow. Yeah, Victory Road was a pain back then. Am I going to be a part of TRG Coliseum this year? Well, hopefully. I always love working with them. It's a great group. They're like my family, you know? Do I have, what tips do I have for starter channels like me? Just be yourself, but also, you know, try to think about like being your best self, if that makes sense. Like, you know, I'm not myself when I'm making videos. And this is something, you know, no one really wants to think about or hear, but that is the reality. You're a persona. You're like a projection. And like, by that, I mean, you can be entertaining. Obviously, if I'm myself, well, I'm just looking down playing games. Like, I'm not talking as I play. You have to be a bit of a character, and that's fine. But, you know, just try to find that persona, not something that's so different or so wacky. Start modest, start humble. Don't let, you know, negative comments get to you. Don't throw away criticism though, because learning how to improve, taking really good criticism can be very helpful. And that's something I wish I did a better job at. I had listened to a lot of some criticism, and there was some that was just, it changed everything for me, which was really good. It was sharp criticism, very stark, but it was really helpful. It was basically like someone said, use a compressor for your mic and all this because, you know, this and that. And I'm like, no, it's fine. But then I actually learned about it. I researched it. And ever since, I've been using like a compressor and knowing more or less how it works. It makes my audio sound so much better. But if I just disregarded it, I wouldn't have been very happy. I mean, I wouldn't have improved. But, you know, ever played any of the Ace Attorney games? I haven't, but I have the trilogy on my 3DS I need to play someday. It was something I got, like, a long time ago on sale, and it was fun. Like, I liked it. Or, I mean, it looked fun, but I never got around to it. It was a good price. That was the thing. It was a good price, so. Oh yeah, I'd love to see Explorers DX. I think that'd be fine. No complaints there. I don't think we need it this year. I'd be fine even if we waited another 2 years, maybe even more, but I really liked Rescue Team DX. What death in any of your Nuzlocks or Wedlocks hit the hardest for me? I'm not gonna say, just for spoiler reasons, just in case people haven't like seen series. But a lot of them hit for different reasons too. Like, you know, some of the ones that were the stars of the show, it was sad, but at the same time, like, that's a different reason. Like, if they were just there and not contributing but still there and you don't want to see them die, like, in a way it can almost be a relief, if that makes sense. Like, not trying to sound insensitive, but sometimes there's those ones that, like, you literally counted on them and then they're gone. So I mean, they hit in different ways. Best thing to happen to me last year, here's just passing the driving test back in March. Nice. I'm trying to think. Like, last year kind of sucked, but I mean, at least a lot less for me than a lot of other people. Like, you know, I feel very grateful for that. Am I gonna put a summary video / post up afterwards in my future on YouTube, Twitch, and the site? Well, you can watch like the first hour or so, because this will be archived on YouTube, so you can kind of watch it as you want. Should be available right away. I think I did a summary about an hour and 5 minutes in, like roughly, like a kind of TLDR version. Man, what did happen to me that was good? I'm trying to remember. Like, I know stuff happened, it's just... Summary tweet. Oh, maybe I'll do something. It's so funny, because usually I end up writing, like, these big, long community posts. I know something good that happened. Pokemon sent me so many shirts and stuff from their Halloween line. It was crazy. I did that on a live stream. It's over on my Stream Archives channel, but I was flipping out over that. That cracked me up because, you know, I've gotten, like, some stuff from time to time. It was literally, I think it was 19 shirts or jackets or long sleeves. It was my entire wardrobe. I have so many Pokemon clothes now. I feel like I just raided, like, a Hot Topic or something. I couldn't believe it because I was streaming. I got a big package from them, and I'm like, all right, well, let's another shirt, another. It was crazy. Like, I'm super grateful, but it was so many to the point where it was comical. So yeah, that was really cool. Like, I enjoyed that. I don't know how the heck I got that much, but it was really fun. And for whatever it's worth, they are really comfy shirts. Like, I got them for free, obviously, but they are actually legitimately really comfy. I wear them regularly because, I mean, you know, when you have so many, you can just wear them anytime you want. And this is very comfy too. Like, they are really nice. They are really nice, which is great. I mean, you know, I got a whole new wardrobe from that, which is really cool. Yeah. All right, let's see. Is there any anime I've watched recently? I started watching Dragon Ball Super. I was gonna watch that with my mom because we both watched Dragon Ball Z, like, in my childhood growing up. It was great. It was always like one of those things. It's on Toonami. We gotta tune in and watch it. So it's always kind of been one of those, like, one of those things we bond over, which is nice. I mean, you know, how many moms like Dragon Ball Z, right? But, yeah, so, but she hasn't been able to, like, watch it. She's needed to take care of, our cat, Sissy. She kind of got sick over the past few, I mean, she was over 20 years old, 20 and a half at the time, but then, well, she passed away yesterday morning, actually, but she was 20 years and 10 months old, and she had so many lives. That cat had 9 lives, I tell you. It was crazy. I gotta play this for her. So hopefully we'll be able to get back to watching it together. Hopefully we will. But yeah, that's something I've been watching. Man, that took a sharp 180. I'm really sorry to get all emotional, but it was her time. I don't feel like she had a short life by any means. I thought it was over for her last year. Like, actually 2019, she had, like, I don't know, something, and she was in bad shape, like an infection. She's a very scared cat. We couldn't really take her to a hospital or a vet. We couldn't. It would do more harm to her. But we actually had one come into the house and was good. And it was like a tooth infection or something along those lines. And, you know, it was definitely, it was a tough decision because the only way she could get better is if we took her in to have surgery. But a cat her age and a cat that's super timid, like, she was the ultimate house cat. Like, she wouldn't go outside. She didn't want to. She was very afraid. And she finally trusted us and opened up and was happy. And, like, we were all, because she stayed over at my parents' house. But we were really worried about her, you know, just not really recovering from that. And that would be sad, you know. Just imagine if her last day was being taken away from her comfort zone. So, you know. But it's fine. I mean, again, she lasted well over a year more than we thought. And it was just back in, like, November or December that she got sick again. So my mom needed to take a lot more care of her. So we haven't been able to watch it, but we will now. And my mom, she needs to do better too, because it took a toll on her. She didn't get much sleep. But it's sad. Sissy, she was a really good cat. Let me see and I know I have pictures around. Just need to find which drive I had them in. She was a really good cat, though. Well, I have them on my Instagram somewhere. I'll probably just get them from there. Actually, hold on. Can I just go on my Firefox and do that? Okay, this isn't Firefox. Do you have any other pets? Currently, I don't. It's really weird. It's like the first time in my life I haven't had any pets. There is a neighborhood cat. A neighborhood cat. He comes around, and he's very, very cute. Oh man, I have to log in. I'm not doing that. Well, whatever. Y'all can see it here. I'll leave a link. And he's really fun. This neighborhood cat. We call him Chatty because he's just very friendly. Still remember she stole my lasagna? Yeah. Did Sissy live her whole life with my family, or no? How long have I had her in my family? So she was originally my grandma's cat. She and her brother George were adopted by her, like, when they were just kittens back in 2000. My grandma passed away in, I think it was 2010, and she stayed at her house that my aunt and uncle lived in, and they weren't really well taken care of, and they thought Sissy was having seizures and stuff. It was just fleas. Like, that was it. So my parents, this was back when I lived with them, because, you know, I wasn't that old at the time. They took them in, and, you know, they just had one room upstairs, because we still had another cat, Snowy, and she was near the end of her life too. She was like 19. So we didn't want to, like, invade on her final year. But, you know, then after she passed, then we let them have full reign of the house. And, you know, then they slowly got used to it. But Sissy was so frightened. She was extremely timid. Like, she would rarely be around. Every now and then she'd, like, appear and we'd be graced with her presence. We could pet her. She'd let us. And then one year after I got back from the Pokemon National Championships, I had like an infection or something. I had cellulitis on my leg, and my leg was all like red and swollen, and had a high fever. And I was over at my parents', and I actually had moved out by then, but I was over there, and I think I just got back from the doctor because I needed them to take me there. And I had a high fever. I was just like resting, and all of a sudden, Sissy, this timid cat, she hops up on like the coffee table, which that is a safe cat zone. I know cats on tables. The main table, no, that's not a cat zone, but like it's literally just coffee on that, so we let her on that. But she hopped up on there, and then she hopped over onto the couch where I was, and she, like a magnet, went right to my leg, and she snuggled up on my leg. She'd never done that before, and she just does that, and it was incredible. It's like, why are you doing this? So for whatever reason, ever since then, she kept going back to my leg whenever I lay down on the couch. And, this just became a regular thing. Whenever I was over, she would just get really excited and just love to snuggle up kind of by my legs. And it was so cute. Like, that's something that was just wonderful. And she would sleep there for hours too if I was over. And that was what helped her break out of her shell. And I'd seen her improve so much over the years too, because she then became less fearful of things. She then became more affectionate and sweet. She was a wonderful cat. Like that, it definitely helped. So it is really sad that she passed, but she was 20 years old. And 10 months. She was almost 21 years old. The oldest cat I've ever had. Technically, my other grandma, when she passed away, she had like a 24-year-old cat that like was a super spoiled Siamese cat. But I mean, she was like basically bedbound. I mean, she was bedbound when my that grandma passed away, my mom's side. The other was my dad's side. So I mean, technically I had a 24-year-old cat, like, kind of, but like we only had her for a few months. Hardly counts. But yeah, Sissy, we had her for a long time. And her brother George, he passed away like 2 or 3 years ago, I think. And he was also a sweet cat, but Sissy was my little sweetheart because of, that whole leg thing. And, it's weird because I've always had cats. I don't have any in my house because I have like cords and stuff all over the place. But, I live close enough to my parents that I can see them fairly often. And, with like George and Sissy and Snowy when she was alive, like, it was always nice just to see them. And now it's weird because we don't have any, like none of us. It's wild. So we'll probably, like, after the pandemic kind of loosens up, we're probably going to go out and get some cats from the shelter. I'd like to get, like, 2, maybe. I think that'd be good. But, yeah. Yeah, she will be missed. I need to see if I can find a picture of her. Like, I have them. I just don't have an easy way to get them from my phone. You know how that is, like, with iPhones? Like, it can be good, but at the same time, if you just want, like, one thing, sometimes getting that one thing is just a pain. But, yeah. Oh, man. Well, anyway, I think with, was she the black one on the Instagram? Yeah, with, like, a white kind of beard-looking thing. Should be her. She ate my lasagna. That was the funniest thing. She took the lasagna right off my plate. It was crazy. Oh, that's nice, the Midnight Wolf. Wow, that one, the half Siamese, is old. That's wonderful, though. Do I have any siblings, or am I an only child? I do have a brother, but we haven't spoken in like 5 years. Cats do like lasagna? Yeah. Do I plan on doing a video on the PWT back in white too? Probably not. I wouldn't count on it, but if ever I do need to do something for my website, I might do one for that, so. Like, I'm not gonna say, you know, absolutely 100% no, but I wouldn't count on it. Like, I'm not making any plans for videos right now. Like, that's just how it goes, like, you know. Other than, like, maybe doing this, like, you know, if we want to do this, like, every now and then, maybe, like, every week or every other week or something. Until I get sick of it. Nah, just, I don't know. You know what I kind of missed is just, you know, the interaction, especially without doing Twitch. I always kind of figured that would be the place, you know, if you just wanted to chill, like, we can do that. Like, with, you know, it was really nice seeing a lot of comments, just people excited to see a Marriland video, you know? It's like, I'm not regular, I'm not really doing that whole thing regularly anymore, and that's fine. People are just glad for what they get. And I think rather than having to, like, defend everything and be like, you know, oh yeah, you know, just doing stuff when I feel like it, I think is fine. I don't want to do that whole, like, content creator grind. Like, that's just not for me nowadays. I'm passionate about my website, and it's doing really well, or it will be doing really well. Like, once I get the update on it, like, it's great. Ever played Spider-Man on PS4? I haven't, which is sad, because I actually have that. I need to play it sometime. I have so many games in my backlog that I need to play. It's crazy. Yeah, I remember the Emerald Nuzlocke, the Death Bee. Don't watch your TCG videos, but still open them up to give them a like. Thanks! That does mean a lot. That's always helpful if, you know, even if you don't have time to watch something or if it's not interesting, just leaving that like goes a long way. Especially for creators that don't, like, ask for likes all the time. You gotta play that YouTube game nowadays, right? Battle Maison. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good song. Alright, well, I think we're probably gonna wrap things up here. I've been streaming for about 2 hours. It's kind of a impromptu thing. This is something I wanted to do. I was thinking about it after the first 2 videos, actually. Just seeing the response was really nice. Just seeing, you know, people just glad to see a video. And, you know, maybe just doing something like this every now and then wouldn't be that bad, you know? Even if it's not exciting, it doesn't have to be. Even if it's just like a little Q&A or just like a talk, you know? Like, that's fine. Or even if I'm just updating you with what I've been working on the site, like, that might be neat. Or if there's Pokemon news, rather than do anything like, you know, all the content creators that want to do, you know, really in-depth videos right away, you know, just, like, talk about it. Just like, hey, you know, here's what was up. Like, I used to do that on my site, you know, maybe even just scroll through updates that I make and be like, hey, what do y'all think of this? What do y'all think of that? You know? Something. And maybe having something rather than nothing might be something y'all enjoy. Like, we'll have to see. I don't know. I really don't know. You'll have to let me know if this is something you'd like to see again. If you're, you know, watching live, or if you're watching it after the fact too. You know, again, this might be something enjoyable watching it on VOD still. Like, you know, again, I spent a lot of time in the first bit because there was a lot to go over, and it's not like I was reading from a script or really preparing myself that much. It was just something I wanted to do. I wanted to, you know, I'll say strike while the iron's hot, but really by the iron, I mean, like, the iron in my head, which I should probably go see a doctor about. That wasn't the best analogy, but whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Would I ever consider doing a live reaction to news? Nope. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't feel that's something I want to do. There's plenty of people that do it, and that's just not what I want to do. I don't even want to do, like, you know, after the fact reactions or analyses anymore. That's how it goes. What do likes do on YouTube compared to subscribers? They are actually what help promote the videos. Like, subscribers help, but if you like a video, it helps signal to YouTube, hey, a lot of people are liking or engaging with this video. Maybe it's interesting, and it can be a big help. Like, I never try to, like, ask for it or anything, but, you know, I've seen that be a big factor for videos getting traction. And this doesn't just go for me. Any video you see you like, and I'm terrible at that. I watch most of my YouTube videos, like, from the couch on my Apple TV, and it's always a pain having to scroll through to like it, so, I mean, I'm very guilty of not. But, you know, I can say it does help, so that's a good thing. All right, well, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for believing in me. Thanks for, you know, taking a bit to, you know, just kind of hear what's up. We'll see if we do this again. I might schedule one. We'll kind of see. I want to see what happens on Pokemon Day. That'll give me a picture of what to expect. Like, I'm not going to do another one of these before then, so we'll probably have something to talk about afterwards too, so that'll be cool. Oof, that's expensive, Eric. Oh man, that's gonna be a styling shirt though. Nice. All right, well, anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope the Pokemon Day stuff is everything you wanted, and I hope you tune into the concert thing too. Definitely check that out. Again, huge thanks to Pokemon for sending this my way. I like it. It's very comfy. But yeah, anyway, I will see you next time, everyone. Aw, yeah.